Feeling is not weakness, it's wisdom. It's the soul's way of speaking. But somewhere along the way, we stopped listening. We stopped feeling. And now, we don't even know we're numb. Most of us don't even know what we're running from anymore. We just know we haven't felt like ourselves in a long time. Before we jump into today's video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment down below. Your support helps me massively, and together, we're building something that can truly change lives. Let's grow this movement. One like, one comment, and one soul at a time. Now let's get into it. We laugh but don't feel joy. We cry but don't feel release. We speak but don't feel heard. We scroll but don't feel seen. We exist, but barely feel alive. In this video, we're going to talk about why we stopped feeling, why we numb, why emotions make us uncomfortable, and how to start feeling again. For real. Because if we don't get our feelings back, we lose ourselves. Let's not sugarcoat this. Most people are walking through life emotionally shut down. And if we're being honest, a lot of us are too. We don't cry when we should. We don't speak when it hurts. We don't even know how to describe what's going on inside, because numb has become the new normal. We joke through pain. We laugh through discomfort. We pretend like we're good when our soul is screaming for help, and no one notices. Because this world doesn't reward feeling, it rewards performing. So we get good at pretending. And over time, we forget how to feel at all. You weren't born numb. You were born soft, open, expressive, emotional, honest. You cried when something hurt. You laughed when something was funny. You felt everything. But over time, the world taught you not to. Stop crying. Toughen up. Don't be dramatic. Move on. Man up. Get over it. You learned that feelings were inconvenient, messy, too much. So you buried them. And now you're older, wondering why your chest feels tight, your heart feels heavy, and your joy feels far away. Let's get real. We didn't stop feeling because we were weak. We stopped feeling because we were overwhelmed. Feeling became too much, too loud, too risky. So we chose the easy route, numb it. We used food, phones, drugs, sex, work, people, perfection, scrolling, shopping, avoidance. Anything to not sit still long enough to feel what's real. And it worked, for a while. Until it didn't. Until the emptiness caught up. Until our body started speaking what our voice wouldn't. Until silence started to feel scary. Until peace started to feel foreign. You can't selectively numb. When you shut off pain, you shut off joy. When you avoid sadness, you avoid depth. When you silence anger, you silence truth. That's why you don't feel alive anymore. That's why your days blur together. That's why nothing feels exciting, even the good stuff. Because you turned the volume all the way down, on everything. And now you don't feel safe in your own skin. Your body is carrying emotions your mouth never named. Your heart is exhausted from pretending. And your spirit is tired of the silence. When you start to feel again, it's uncomfortable. You cry out of nowhere. You get angry at things you used to brush off. You start grieving moments you never processed. You feel overwhelmed by stuff you thought you got over. That's not a breakdown. That's a breakthrough. That's your heart coming back online. That's your spirit defrosting. That's you returning to yourself. It's scary, yes, but it's sacred. Feeling doesn't make you weak. It makes you real. God didn't make you numb. He made you tender. He made you with emotion, with depth, with compassion. Even Jesus wept. Even God grieves. Even heaven feels. So why do we treat emotions like enemies? Feeling is how you connect to others. Feeling is how you know when something's wrong. Feeling is how you hear God whisper, "This isn't it, come back to me." Your feelings aren't random. They're divine indicators. They tell you when something's off, or when something's holy. If you want to feel again, start small. Here's what helped me. 1. Sit in silence every day, even just 5 minutes. Let your heart speak. 2. Journal without filters. Write what you feel, not what you should feel. 3. Cry when you need to. Don't apologize. Let it move through you. 4. Listen to music that breaks you open, not just distracts you. 5. Talk to God like you're heartbroken, not like you have it together. 6. Breathe deeply and ask your body, Where am I holding pain? 7. Name the feeling out loud. I feel sad. I feel empty. That's how you come back to life, one feeling at a time. When you feel again, don't expect it to be pretty. Expect grief, resentment, regret, guilt, loneliness, hope, beauty, longing, joy. It's all part of healing. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to stop lying to yourself. Let your tears fall. Let your laughter return. Let your anger teach you where your boundaries were crossed. Let your emotions lead you back to truth. Because when you feel, you become whole. Let me leave you with this. You didn't stop feeling because you're broken. You stopped feeling because it hurt too much to care. But now, you're ready to feel again. To cry again. To heal again. To be human again. This isn't weakness. It's awakening. And it's time. You were not born to be fake. You were born to be free. But somewhere along the way, the world convinced you that who you are isn't enough. So now we walk around in masks, pretending, performing, surviving, while our real selves sit in silence, waiting to be chosen. Let's just tell the truth. There's a silent pressure in this world. It's not always loud, it's not always direct, but it's always there. Be cooler. Be tougher. Be prettier. Be richer. Be quieter. Be less sensitive. Be more like them. Everywhere you look, someone's telling you, who you are is not enough. Do more. Say less. Change this. Fix that. And if you don't know who you are, you'll spend your whole life pretending. In this video, we're going to talk about how the world slowly teaches you to hide, why pretending feels safer than being real, and how to break free from the fake. For good, let's get into it. You didn't come into this world fake. You were born with wonder, with joy, with realness. You spoke your truth. You expressed your feelings. You didn't ask for permission to be yourself. You just were. But then the world came in, and slowly, you got the message. That's too much. That's not cool. Stop being so sensitive. No one wants to hear that. Fix your face. Don't act like that. So you adjusted. You edited yourself. You started rehearsing instead of speaking. You stopped showing up as you, and started showing up as what they wanted. That's how faking begins. Not because we're dishonest, but because we're scared. This world is obsessed with image. We're not living, we're performing. We don't express, we curate. We post what looks good. We say what sounds right. We act how we're expected to, not how we feel. And the truth is, most of us don't even know what real looks like anymore. You go out with people, and it's all surface. You show up to events, and it's all networking. You get online, and it's all flexing, comparing, and scrolling past people's pain like it's background noise. There's a script to follow, and if you don't play your part, you get called out. Or worse, ignored. And in a world that runs on attention, being ignored feels like death, so we fake it, even when it's killing us on the inside. This isn't just about social media. This is deeper than that. This is about your soul. Because the more you pretend, the more you disconnect. From people, from peace, from God. Faking is spiritual fragmentation. It's when you split yourself up to survive. You show this part to your family, that part to your friends, this version at work, that version online. But the full you, the raw, unfiltered you keep that hidden. And over time, you forget who that even is. That's not life. That's spiritual suffocation. Let's call it what it is. The world doesn't want you healed. It wants you dependent. It wants you insecure. So you'll keep buying. It wants you jealous. So you'll keep chasing. It wants you scared. So you'll stay quiet. Authenticity doesn't sell as well as insecurity. And peace doesn't perform as well as perfection. So what happens? You build a brand instead of building yourself. You chase claps instead of contentment. You start measuring your value by how many people approve of the version of you that isn't even real. That's not identity. That's illusion. Here's the part we don't talk about. Faking has a cost, and it's expensive. It costs you your peace, your sleep, your energy, your voice, your self-worth, your faith, your joy, your time, your God-given identity. And for what? To be liked by people who don't even know you? To fit into a world that doesn't feed you? To get claps from people who wouldn't pray for you if you were on your knees? No. You deserve more than that. Your soul deserves more than that. God didn't make you in His image just for you to copy someone else's. You are not a character. You are not a highlight reel. You are not a product. You are a person with depth, with soul, with spirit. God isn't impressed by your performance. He's moved by your honesty. He wants your tears. He wants your confusion. He wants your real heart, not your rehearsed one. Because only the real you can be healed. Only the real you can be free. Start here. 1. Admit it. Say it out loud. I've been pretending. 2. Ask yourself, why? Who taught you that the real you wasn't enough? 3. Cut the comparisons. You can't be authentic while chasing someone else's script. 4. Show up small. Say what you feel, even if your voice shakes. 5. Choose spaces where honesty is welcomed, not punished. 6. Unfollow what makes you fake. That includes people, places, and mentalities. 7. Pray for courage. Being real is risky, but it's where freedom lives. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Some people will like the fake you better. Some people only know how to love your mask. But the people God sent for you, they're drawn to your truth. They see your flaws and still choose you. They see your wounds and still stay. That's real connection. That's real freedom. And it starts when you stop faking for applause and start living for alignment. Let me leave you with this. You don't have to keep performing. You don't have to keep hiding. You don't have to be exhausted from pretending. You're already worthy, already chosen, already loved by the one who made you. Take the mask off. Lay the script down. Let your soul breathe again. The real you is enough. This is seeing unlimited greatness. And this is your reminder. This world will always try to shape you into something fake. But God's calling is to come home to your real self. The one He created. The one He loves. The one that doesn't need a filter to be powerful. If you'd like to support the channel and help us keep pushing forward, there are links in the description where you can donate. Every contribution helps us reach more people, do more good, and keep this mission alive. There's also a store down below where you can grab something for yourself, or even better, a gift for someone you care about. It's a simple way to spread love and let someone know they matter. We're all just trying to grow, to become better, to rise above the noise and step into who we're really meant to be. And I truly believe change is possible. The kind of change that creates a ripple effect and helps others see the beauty still left in this world. This channel is about real growth, real transformation, and I'm here to give you a front row seat to what that looks like. Raw, honest, and grounded in purpose. God is within all of us, and my goal is simple: to reflect that light as clearly and powerfully as I can for you and for the world around us.